Did you know that you can start as early as 4 to 6 months of age with teaching your baby how to engage in what's known as baby sign language? Baby sign language is basically a set of simple hand gestures and movements that are used to help your baby communicate to you and vice versa. And by the time your child is between the ages of 6 to 9 months, a lot of these babies who were taught at an early age can now start to use these signs more independently. Now, just to clear something up, baby sign language is not necessarily the same exact thing as what's known as American Sign Language, or ASL. ASL is more of a technical sign language that's primarily used among the deaf community. And this type of sign language usually involves much more complex signs, which have much more stricter rules as far as grammar and sentence structure. So when it comes to baby sign language, these are just simple signs to help a child who actually may be hearing but is not yet able to verbally communicate. And one thing that a lot of parents will tell me, especially when their speech therapist starts to teach their child how to sign, yet the parent wants their child to learn how to talk, they all tell me that they fear if their child starts to learn how to sign, that their child will no longer want to use their verbal expression or want to talk. But research has actually shown the opposite and has shown that babies and toddlers who learn how to use signs actually have a chance of increasing their verbal communication, and it enhances their communication skills. So if your child learns how to sign before they talk, don't worry, it doesn't mean that they're not gonna talk. It just means that this is giving them a way to communicate until they can get to a point where they can start to say words. So in today's video, I'm going to introduce you to 10 very simple signs that you can start teaching your baby and your toddler to help increase that communication and decrease some of that frustration. So sign number 1 is more. So how you make the sign more is you bring your fingers just like this, close your hands, and have your fingertips meet at midline or at the middle of your body. And this means more. So you can have your child ask for more if they want something in addition to what you've already given them. So say for example, they want a snack and you're trying to teach them how to ask for more snack. You can give them a snack, and then when they're looking like, I want more, that's where you jump in and you say more. One thing to note, if your child is not able to do the sign all by themselves, you can use some hand over hand to kind of help them do the motion until they're able to pick up on it and start to do it for themselves. The next simple sign that you can teach your baby or toddler is all done. So this is usually performed when an activity is over with, or when your child no longer has interest in something, or when they're finished with something. So to engage in the sign all done, basically you have your hands flat and it's just a quick flick of your wrist back and forth. So you can easily teach your child how to sign all done just by doing that simple gesture. The next simple sign that you can teach your baby or toddler is for the word eat. So for this, all you have to do is bring your hand up, you close your hand, and you turn it towards your mouth and go like that. And basically that can usually substitute for eat or sometimes even food. And that is a simple way for your child to let you know when they want to eat. The next sign that you can teach your baby or toddler is for the word please. Now this is a staple and essential when your child is developing that language piece. So in order to teach them how to do please, you basically have your hands wide open and your thumb out. You put it to your chest and you just go in circles. So please looks something like this. And that's it. Another essential sign is for the word help. Now this is going to come into play and be very important, especially if your child has a hard time with doing something all by themselves. So instead of getting frustrated or throwing things, you can teach them how to sign for the word help. So basically you lay out one of your palms flat, and then you use your other palm in like a thumbs up motion. You put them together and you just kind of lift it up in this motion. So when your child needs help with something, you can say, do you need help? Or do you want help? And that is how you will teach your child to ask for help when need be. Next on the list is the sign for open. Now with open, all you do is you bring your two palms together and you simply Lay your palms flat with your palms facing the ceiling or the sky. So open is simply like this, open. So this can be applied if your child wants you to, let's say, open up a book or open up a box or just open up a package of snacks. They can easily put their hands together and sign open. The next simple sign that you can teach your child is for the word drink. Now remember, eat is when you brought your fingertips to a close and brought it to your mouth. But drink is going to be when you have your hands open, kind of like the C, and you kind of tilt it back like you're taking a drink. And that is going to be the simple sign for drink. Next on our list is a fun one. Now this one is one that children can use when they are ready to play. So the sign for play is basically, you're gonna make a fist, you're gonna extend your thumb and your pinky, and you're gonna do that on both hands, and play is just going to be just like this. So you can use this sign to indicate to your child that it's time to play, or when you ask them, hey, do you want to play? And next up on the list is the sign for the word wait. Now waiting can be something that's very, very hard for our young babies and toddlers to do. But if we have that visual piece along with the signing, it can really, really help to decrease some of that child's frustration and help them with that delayed gratification. So the sign for wait is simply you put your hands up, kind of like in a wiggle motion, and that is wait. So when they're doing something and it's like not time yet, you could say wait. And the next word on our list is the word yes. Now you can definitely nod your head yes, but to go along with that and emphasize the word even more, you can use the sign for yes. So yes is basically you make a fist and you just go back and forth, kind of like you're nodding your head. So this is the sign for yes. And I know I said 10 baby signs, but I'll just throw in number 11 since we're talking about yes. Of course, we need to know the opposite of that, which is no. So in order to do no, you're gonna take your thumb and your two fingers and push them together. And it's gonna be kind of like a sharp movement, so no, right? So we have yes and we have no. So there you guys have it, 10, or should I say 11 simple baby signs that you can start teaching your child as early as 4 to 6 months and even into toddler and early childhood. Now, if this video was helpful for you, let me know in the comments below if sign language or baby signs is something that you have implemented with your child already, or if it's something that you plan on doing with your child. Now, I will say that these are signs that I have personally learned from fellow speech therapists that I work with. So if you have very specific questions about using sign language and everything that goes along with that, my recommendation to you is that you reach out to maybe a speech pathologist or an expert in like sign language who can definitely answer those very specific questions. But the purpose of this video today was just to give you some simple signs to get you started and get you going on your way. So guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to continue to learn more about early childhood and everything that comes along with child development, please subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications by hitting the notification bell so that you will be notified every single time I upload a new childhood educational type of video. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, bye.